Good morning, boys and girls. Today I'm going to read a joke from this book of jokes called either the exploits of the incredible Nasruddin or the subtleties of the incredible Nasruddin. The world is upside down and backwards, so maintain the Sufis. And I would have to agree, the world is upside down and backwards. But at any rate, this is a teaching story. It's short, it's easy to grasp, and the reason it's important is because the phrase duck soup will become into popular parlance, and you need to understand what that means. So here we go. Duck soup. A kinsman came to see the Nasruddin from the country and brought a duck. I should probably start this over and explain that I don't know that everybody knows what a mullah is. A mullah is kind of low-level cleric. They wander around kind of doing the kinds of things that low-level clerics do. And he is both a joke figure and a wise man and everything in between. And he's used to incredible effect by the Sufis, in particular Idries Shah, the son of the British ambassador to Afghanistan and the grandson of some other highly placed, highly cultured Anglo-Afghani family. Okay, here we go. A kinsman came to see Nasruddin from the country and brought a duck. Nasruddin was grateful, had the bird cooked, and shared it with his guest. Presently, another visitor arrived. He was a friend, as he said, of the man who gave you the duck. Nasruddin fed him as well. This happened several times. Nasruddin's home had become like a restaurant for out-of-towners. Everyone was a friend at some removes from the original donor of the duck. Finally, Nasruddin was exasperated. One day there was a knock at the door and a stranger appeared. "I am a friend of the friend of the friend of the man who brought you the duck from the country," he said. "Come in," said Nasruddin. They seated themselves at the table, and Nasruddin asked his wife to bring the soup. When the guest tasted it, it seemed to be nothing more than warm water. "What sort of soup is this?" he asked the mullah. "That," says Nasruddin, "is the soup of the soup of the soup of the duck." Okay, so I'll leave it like that. It speaks of a funny situation when you have too much cordiality and not enough, limit setting or whatever. But it also speaks to dilution, and it's a metaphor and more for what can happen when you go for teaching materials or teaching sources or whatever, and it's removed from the original. And that's why we work as little as possible with translations of translations of translations by people who don't even speak the native language. Okay, so that's duck soup.